A vampire sits on the street corner begging with a sign hanging from his neck. Driven mad by hunger and thirst, he lashes out at passers-by with his claws. Within seconds, the cops have him pinned to the ground. It all started with a single vampire bat that unleashed a plague upon humanity. Most of the population became infected with the virus, transforming into creatures that could no longer survive in daylight. Now they were vampires condemned to live in darkness. The human population has plummeted to near extinction. The remaining blood supply won't last much longer. Without a synthetic substitute for human blood, every vampire will eventually devolve into a monster. On his drive home, Ed feels something's off. Checking his rearview mirror, he notices his ears are changing. While distracted by this discovery, his car drifts into oncoming traffic. Suddenly, blinding headlights fill his vision. He manages to avoid a head-on collision, but the other vehicle spins out and crashes into a building. Ed gets out to check on the other driver. A woman emerges from the wreck, pointing a weapon at him and forcing him to back off. More people climb out of the car. When they lock eyes, Ed realizes they're all human. Police sirens wail in the distance. These people are running from vampire patrols. Ed motions for them to hide in his car. He activates daylight mode and metal shutters slide over all the windows. Just as he finishes, the cops arrive. Through the car's monitors, they watch the scene outside. The officer questions Ed about the human's whereabouts. The woman notices Ed's work ID badge. The cop informs Ed these are fugitives they're pursuing. Ed points the officer in the wrong direction, sending him off on a wild goose chase. Once the coast is clear, the humans exit the vehicle. The woman thanks Ed before disappearing into the night with her group. Ed's barely home when his brother shows up for a visit. Frankie sets a birthday present on the table. Ed unwraps it to find bottles of high-concentration blood. Frankie wants to celebrate his birthday, but Ed refuses to touch the blood. Seeing his brother's body deteriorating, Frankie urges him to drink. But Ed won't budge. He's sworn off human blood. The brothers argue until Ed dumps the blood down the drain. Frankie's furious at this waste. As he storms toward the door, a blood-starved creature blocks his exit. Both men freeze in horror. They know what these things are capable of. The creature's head twitches erratically, catching the scent of blood. It begins licking traces from the wall as if tasting blood for the first time in ages. The sensation drives it wild. Its newly formed claws scrape against the walls. While the monster's distracted, Frankie attempts a sneak attack. The creature whips around to face him, its emaciated body unfolding before them.